Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new series, potentially, on Shadows Over Loathing. I've been wanting to play this for a while, ever since it came out. But I hadn't gotten it until recently, and I figured I wasn't sure what I was going to do after Heaven's Vault, and I think this is it. It's a very different vibe. Movie company, it's how you move. It'll probably be useful information if you can see it. I miss this humor. This smells like a diner, and it smells like they're open. Hopefully they don't have a no shirt, no shoes magazine stuck. Hopefully they don't have a no shirt, no shoes magazine stuck to your face, no service sign posted. The Nightingale Diner. You shouldn't bother anyone until you get this magazine off your face. Not talking to you till you wipe that look off your face. That copy of Look magazine that's stuck to your face. Bathroom's in the back. She points over to the right as far as you know. Thanks. Yeah. Oh, I missed this freaking game. It's the bathroom, probably? You blunder your way into the bathroom and eventually find the sink. After fumbling with the faucet for a while, you manage to disentangle yourself from the magazine. You stare into the mirror, revealing, yes? Oh, this is cool. Like, all sorts of new customization options, including Mumbo Jumbo. We are going to be... Oh, I love... We're gonna be this one. There you are. The bathroom. You were just in there a few seconds ago. If you go in, people will think you're weird. Ooh, they've got one of those new meat-operated multi-section phonographs, or jukeboxes as the kids call them. Neat. Hey, there's something in the coin return. You got a meat. A couple of older folks are having an animated discussion. Well, one of them is. The way these young women act these days with their short hair and their sassy talk and their dresses that don't even cover their ankles. It's scandalous! And those dances they do flailing around like I don't know what. I'd have thought Prohibition would have put the caboose in that sort of tomfoolery, but no sir. And just dancing a waltz, the music they're playing nowadays though. That's the problem right there. This newfangled jazz music with all the drums and clarinets and such. What kind of word is that anyway? Jazz. I think our cups got switched. You're supposed to be drinking decaf. Some petty vandal has scratched the name Dan Bob into the surface of this table. A couple of young women are chatting breezily over coffee. Talk to them. Hey kitten, what town is this? Poughkeepsie. Are you two traveling? Yeah, Ocean City's turned into a real sawmill, so we boosted her jelly beans breezer over a weekend whirl to the hot potato. Oh, Bushy, you make it sound like we went south with it. I flew a kite. Everything's Jake. Geez, I'm pretty sure I'm only 3 or 4 years older than you two, but I barely understand what you're saying. What are you, a canceled stamp? Go put some pepper in your shoes. I'll try that. Hey there. Is there something particularly interesting about that coffee? It's my first one. Of the day? No, it's my first coffee ever. Oh, what do you think? I think it's a bad beverage. It's bitter and makes my stomach hurt. Ah, well, it's not for everyone. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, and I think I'll have another one after this, though. And then maybe every morning for the rest of my life. Well, enjoy! Well, now, that looks much better. I'm Ethel. Isabel Thelma Suzgon. A different first name. We are going to be... Skyla... Hellhunter... Yeah, sure. Skyla Hellhunt as my first name. I'm Skyla Hellhunt. Skyla Hellhunt who? Different. Skyla Hellhunt. Skyla Hellhunt Heaven Sent. Pleased to meet you, Skyla Hellhunt Heaven Sent. What can I get you? Can I get a cup of coffee? You sure can. Best coffee in the state. If I'm a so-so, that'll be one, mate. Great. To go, please. Ethel pours you a steaming hot cup of fresh black java. Anything else, hon? Does the bus to Ocean City pick up here? Sure does. Should be here any minute. Good thing, too. I hear we're in for rain tonight. What takes you to Ocean City? My uncle lives there. I got a letter from him. He wants me to help him with something. That's a reason, hon, but it's somebody else's reason. What's your reason? Ethel locks eyes with you. I'm searching for something. I see. Do you know what it is you're looking for? Something dark. You got a perk, Haunted. A darkness haunts you and you can't rest until you learn its name. Don't worry, it will find you soon enough. What do you mean by that? There's something in my dreams, a kind of darkness, but it's moving. I have to find out what it is. Ah, yes, in the frickin', like, Eldritch Horror game, choosing that you have something dark haunting you is totally a good idea. Some of the color drains from out those cheeks. Smile and leave. The case contained 3 pies, which are exactly 3 pies more than you can afford. Dang! Ethel said the bus will be here any minute. Go and wait for it. You pull out the letter you got from Uncle Murray and read it again. Murray Morse, CEO, Murray's Antiques, 111 Pluckett Street, Ocean City. Dear Skyla Hellhunt, I hope this letter finds you well, and I hope it finds you quickly. Something quite serious has happened, and I need the help of your adventurous spirit. Come to my shop in Ocean City as soon as you are able, please. Your Uncle Murray. Alright, Skyla. Why is there a clown on the train? Oh my gosh. It's Walter White. You're about to go mad from the monotony of the ride when the bus suddenly jumps to a shop. You look out the window expecting to see the sights and sounds of Ocean City, but instead you see an endless expanse of extremely wet trees. Uh-oh. Willie Co's bus lines take a joyride. It's the bus driver. Talk to me. What's going on? This doesn't look like Ocean City. Nope. Sorry about this. We're out of gas. Oh, jeez. You didn't fill up before we left? I filled up the bus, but this trip takes exactly 1 full tank of gas. He hands you an empty gas can. Plus 1 additional can. Plus 1 additional can. Swell. Well, swell. Why do I have to go get it? Well, I'd go myself, except for 2 reasons. Firstly, being as I'm the bus driver, I'm legally responsible for this bus, and I gotta keep an eye on it. And secondly, because of my leg. What's wrong with your leg? It's attached to a fellow that doesn't want to go wandering around in the rain at night. Ah, well, alright then. Guess I haven't got much choice. Can I borrow your umbrella at least? This is a left-handed umbrella. I am left-handed as it happens, but you weren't registered to my umbrella's insurance. Nuts. Sorry about that. Here, I do have a flashlight you can use though. Good luck. Thanks. Character sheet. Haunted. Don't worry, you will find you soon enough. It's so ominous. Basic humanity. Great. You're a minimum viable person. You occupy space and are capable of moving through and perceiving things. I don't have any skills or XP. Drink red cola. Protect your family. An old billboard from before the war. Gas pump is empty. Gas pump is full of water instead of gas. There's a little gas in it, but there's no hose on it. Seems like just yesterday that gas only cost 6 and 15 to 15/64ths of a meat per gallon. Thought those are good days. Okay, great. The station seems to have run out of service. There's one object left on the snack shelf. Take it. You got Chez loaf. Ooh, nobody in the right mind would consider this a viable substance. This vile substance snack. Either they're out of postcards or all the scenery around here is invisible. Empty oil cans, a whole pyramid of them. Who stacks empty cans? Oh my gosh. It's weird that the cash register is pointed toward the front of the store. Loot it. It's mostly empty, but you find some loose change. You gain 7 meat. There's an old baseball bat leaning against the wall here. Grab it. You got the item baseball bat. Eyes together. Classic Dirtwater Slugger. With this, you can either take somebody out to the ball game, or just take them out. Deals your muscle plus 1 physical damage. Oh, Lucy and the Canary! When you were 4 years old, Lucian flew in your bedroom window and refused to leave. He's been with you as a familiar ever since. Each round of combat increases your... Ooh. Sign says employees only. Are you employee? Yes. Really? You've never missed working at a gas station? Yes, really. Well, okay, if you say so. Go through. It's a broken If a broken radio could... Why is there a jump button now? Can be considered... night. Then this is a pretty nice radio. I don't know why I have a jump button now. A desk presumably optimized for doing gasoline-related business. Search it. 4 of the drawers contain nothing but old receipts and pencil stuffs. The 5th one is locked. Dang it. Shelf probably smells like axle grease and old paint. Probably that's because that's what's on it. The shelf is laden with miscellaneous electrical widgets and doodads. You don't have any use for any of them, though. The shelf is full of old personal files. Look up Skyla Hellhunt Heaven said. I'll be darned, here's your file. You do work here? You got a state item. Gas station personal file. Sorry I ever doubted you. Oh, I missed the Loathing games. Oh my gosh. Increase your box by 1 until you eat something else. A box of cheese loaf. Brand pasteurized spreadable cheese food product. Modern technology has done something extremely revolting things. Diner coffee. Paper cup of fresh black coffee. It smells better than any coffee you've ever had on this trip. Your luggage. Everything you own is in this trunk, including your portable carpet steamer. Unpack. You shouldn't unpack your bag in a dirty gas station. And, this is your personal file from the abandoned gas station you work at. Each object that you examine on this shelf is dirtier and more boring than the one you looked at before. Looks like this is the control for the car lift thing. Press it. Nothing happens until you stop the power. Some kind of weird machine. I don't have mysticality. Dang it. Really want to know the story behind this sign. Stand clear of lift before operating steam. Dang. That would be really funny if I named my character Steve. It's a big tool chest, but all the good tools have already been stolen. It's a fuse box. Open it. As advertised, this is a box containing 1 fuse. However, the fuse is broken, which is probably not intended. You keep an eye out for a replacement, maybe one around here somewhere. That old sliver looks promising as a source of gas, but you can't reach it while it's up on the lift. Okay. Look for a fuse. You dig through the box and find a single unblown fuse. Yeah! Awesome. Open it. Place it. Click done. Yeah! Press the button. You should steer clear of the lifts too, Skyla Hellhunt. The car is missing its gas tank, but there is a big glass of gasoline in the cup holder for it if you can. Got a 3rd full gas can. Do what you need to do. There's no sense of subjecting yourself to further electrocution risk. I can't figure out that machine. Search it. Nope. The oil cans. Good to know it's not compulsory. Hey, Finnegan's optional boxing gym. You don't have to fight if you don't want to. Hi there. Miserable looking hitchhiker standing in the rain, listlessly sticking on her thumb. Hi, talk to her. Hi there. Her hand turned very slowly to face her eyes, still clutching hers. Can you give me a lift? I need to get to Albany. Sorry, I'm going the other way. Oh, also I don't have a car. Oh, what's your name? Lydia. Nice to meet you, Lydia, although even if the circumstances are great. What's in Albany? Do your family know? No, I just want to go somewhere new. Albany isn't new then. It's one of the oldest cities in the country. Okay, let's start. Do you know where I can get some gas? Gas? The bus I was on ran out. No, and the bus driver sent me to find some more. Bus? Yes, I'm trying to get to Ocean City. I've never been there. Well, okay then. Read any good books lately? I read The Invisible Man. It was good. Oh yeah, H.G. Wells is great. Have you read his new one? The War in the Air? I didn't care for it. The one I'm thinking of is Mr. Something on Something Island. I forgot the name, but it was terrible. His early works is best, like The Time Machine. Yeah, I love that one. I'm glad we were able to find something we could connect on, Lydia. So, how about this rain, huh? Lydia looks slightly surprised and glances around. Oh, it's raining. Yeah, sure. What a night to be stuck out on the road, right? I hadn't noticed. I get the feeling you aren't much of a noticer. Well, anyway, been any good movies lately? I saw Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde at the Nickelodeon. Ah, that's a classic. What do you think? It's very scary. I liked it. I prefer comedies myself. Haven't seen the new Buster Keaton one. Have you seen the new Buster Keaton one, the cameraman? I don't know who that is. Oh, he's great. You have to see Sherlock Jr. That's my favorite. Really terrific. Okay, bye. Good luck. This field is extremely corny. Hey, I want to be unfriendly, but this is private residence I usually barge into. Oh, geez, sorry. Everything is so desolate outside. I kind of assume this place was abandoned. Well, come on, you'll be right. So might as well get in here out of the rain for a spell. Thanks. My name's Skyla Hellhunt. Heaven said. Howdy, Skyla Hellhunt. I'm Elias Chekhov. Make yourself a home. There's a rifle hanging above the fireplace. Ask Elias about it. Are you leaving this rifle behind? Yep. How come? Well, it's a varmint rifle. And where I'm going, there ain't any varmints. There's vermin, to be sure, but in critters such as that, like that. But the almanac don't list any examples of a varmint qua varmint. If you know what I mean. I do know what you mean. No need to fret over it right now. In any case, that gun is for later. Later? Hey, oh, much later. Okay. Great. Can't wait to see that get fired in Act 3. Weird device on top of this box. Ask Elias about it. What's this funny looking thing? That's a duck call. What's it for? It's for calling ducks. Oh, fun. Used to be, don't work anymore on account of it being haunted. Haunted? Yeah, well, no, it's haunted exactly. A bunch of spiders got in there now. It sounds scary when you blow it. I see. You want it's yours. You should really take the duck call. Try very hard not to think about spiders. Got it. What spiders? Good job. Haunted duck call. You're pretty sure this duck call is haunted, but you can't remember the story of how it got that way. You're just as an enemy as Moxie, Mysticality, and Muscle, Mysticality, Moxie by one when you haunted at them once in a fight. All these boxes are labeled bears. Ask about them. Are these boxes really filled with bears? No, those boxes were canned pears. I had a little fun writing the labels is all. You want a can? I got one left that didn't fit. You got an item. Bips and sweet, extra sweet pears. Gee, thanks. Art labeled gears. My daughter Simone left them behind when she went off to school. Figure I should keep them for her. That makes sense. Tears. Wait, this box is tears or tears? Don't ridiculous. Can't put neither one of them in the boxes. That don't make any kind of sense. Kitchens Inc. brand kitchen sink. A collection of stains make it home. Make its home. Home on the range. Labeled shares. What's in here? Stocks? Scissors. Oh shoot. A very large box seems that most people own either 0 or 1 class ring. Ask Elias about it. Is this really full of class rings? Yep, about 140 of them. Did you go to college 140 times? Nah, of course not. I just collect them is all. Why? Well, they're rare, but not very rare. They're all different in interesting ways, and they're shiny. That there's the collecting trifecta. Huh, well, okay then. Interesting. Door is locked with some kind of electric lock. What's this door? That's my daughter Simone's room, who's left for college. Hopefully she ain't left anything important there, because I plumb forgot how that crazy lock she invented. Door leads to a bathroom. Can I use your bathroom? Sure. How do you know that door was the bathroom, though? I've already had a knack for knowing which doors lead to bathrooms and all. Well, good for you, I guess. You can see your face in Elias's mirror, just like your own mirror back home. Gaze into it. You look at yourself in the mirror. Hi, Skyla Hellhunt. Smile. Hey there, good looking. Frown. Aw, what's wrong? Why I oughta? Oh, no. Remember something really embarrassing you did a couple of years ago. Ugh. Blah, 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 blah. I'll just assume this looks good. Go back to normal. Ah, there you are. There's a surprisingly modern toilet for such an old house. Just flush it. You flush Chekhov's toilet, hoping it won't come back to haunt you later. You gain 5 XP. A vicious clawfoot bath. This door looks like it hasn't been used in a while. Where does this go? Spare bedroom ain't been used forever. I don't even bother opening this door since the Dust Devil got in there. Feel free to help yourself, though I doubt you find much use. A Dust Devil? Yeah, those critters are a real nuisance. It's around here. They're attracted to those beds that ain't been cleaned under properly, and since I lost my broom back in 26, it's been a real, what's Simone call it? A nutrient-rich environment. Orny little beast, real territorial. Alright, I'm going in. Tasteful arrangement of dried fronds. Shelf of pulp westerns. Take a look at the Horsefolk of Tarnation. The Cowboys of Glory. Rangers of Tarnation. Raiders of Tarnation. Hey, this one looks like it's worth a read. The Handgun's Tale. Unlocks advanced trick shooting techniques. Unlike most westerns, this one is from the perspective of a gun. I don't have... You need mysticality for guns in this game. I guess mysticality is tech. But that's the old knights that search it. You got some meat. Dust Devil's really kicking up some dickens under there. Drag it out. Let's do this. Are you sure Chekhov said these things were pretty dangerous? Yes. Let's do it. Ow, gosh, I'm bleeding! And 1 physical damage. -1 to all of its stats. And then whack it. 1 damage. Ow. And I'm bled to death. I'm so good at video games. You should have listened to Chekhov, I guess so. Well, the rifle hanging over the fireplace. Arm Chekhov's good. There's nothing on the clothesline. It's just spare socks and old gun. Loot it. Take the gun and eat the socks. They don't look safe. Here's some Moxie Christmas. I don't think there's like... Scarecrow's a bit more intimidating than usual. These crows around here must be real aggressive. Show it off if you aren't scared. Honk. Bang. Ow! Shoot it! Ow! Throw a rock at it! And shoot it! There we go! Almost lost a fight against a scarecrow with a gun. Now it's just a regular scarecrow with a gun. Gain 5 XP. You've got enough XP to learn a skill. Open the character sheet via the icon in the top right or hit C. Excellent. Things crow menacing days are over. Considering... So, I don't know what... So, Mysticality... You might not be able to be the sharpest tool in the door, but you're not the dullest. Mysticality helps you figure things out. Sounds smart when you talk. And heal damage with magic weapons, usually defenses. Moxie helps you look cool, increase in style, and deal damage with ranged weapons. Guns and musical instruments, that's weird. Your muscle lets you lift heavy things, break fragile things, and deal damage with melee weapons. We don't have enough for that. You recognize the letter E from really far away. I think we want to get fashion sense to just get like a bit of moxie. It's an old tractor, there's an old rag shoved in where the gas should be. Pull the rag out. Pull the rag out and sniff the tank. Smells like there's a little gas in there. Collect it. 2/3 full of old gas can. The tractor is the right most interesting thing in this part of the county. Barn doors are locked. You'd have to be impenetrably dense to walk into these woods. So you're moving out. Hey, up, finished packing. I finished packing, so now I'm just waiting for the movers to come and take the last load of stuff. You got movers coming in the middle of the night? Nah, in the morning. When I went and packed my teddy bear, forgot which box he's in. Can't sleep. See, why are you leaving? Well, my daughter went off to college, so there's nothing keeping me here. I never particularly care for farming anyhow. I just kind of fell into it, you know? So I reckon I'd take the opportunity to retire and travel a bit. See what kind of trouble I can get up to. Nice. So what's your story? What are you doing out on that like this? I got a letter from my Uncle Murray. Sounded urgent, so I hopped the bus to Ocean City. I ain't sure how to tell you this, but you got a ways to go yet. Yeah, the bus ran out of gas, so the driver sent me to scavenge for some more. I gotcha. Well, I think there's an old gas can in the barn out back. You're welcome to it. Thanks. I gotta warn you, though, you have to find my daughter for it. What? Well, technically, I should say my daughter's monster. What? It's a thing my daughter Simone built. What? See, my kid's a real technical whiz. She built an autonomous robo-trapping to help with the plowing and harvesting and the like. Works real nice, too. Wow. Problem is, after she left, it blew a what's-it tube and it's got violent. Pretty good with machinery. When it comes to these newfangled electronics, I might as well be a dog trying to read Play-Doh. So I locked it in the barn. I see. You're welcome to try your hand against it if you're in mind to, but please be careful. It's got a lot of sharp bits on it. Here's the key. Farmer Chekhov's barn key. Thanks. Okay. Let's go open the barn. Unlock the barn. And leave the key in the lock in case Elias wants to walk up again later. Go in. Ugh, you have a recurring nightmare about searching for something in one of these. This is a nice barrel, but it'd be nicer if it had anything in it. Based on the arrangement of objects around it, you conclude this machinery is for turning hay bales into loose hay. Just a plain bunch of tools. It's a watering trough for some long gone livestock. Must be the farmer daughter's fishing rod. She won't miss it, you assume. Fishing rod. It's a weapon. The same as a frickin' bat. I guess. The watering trough for some long. I'll test my fishing rod. This should not work. You didn't catch anything, but it was good practice. Wait, do I have? Wait, woo. This option is haunted. Arachnophobia, you won't encounter any spiders. Arachnophilia, you will encounter so many spiders. That's kind of great. Oh my gosh. Difficulty. Normal, hard, 11. We can keep it on normal. You're not going to get past that thing without destroying it. Destroy it then. Alright. Let's haunt and whack it. And then shoot it. Bang! Ow! Gosh, it zaps me. Bang! It's dead. Simone's monster is now just a pile of parts on the floor. You gain 5 XP. Rest in parts. There's a workbench for welding. Search it. It's mostly tools you don't understand, but you do find some gloves. Welding gloves. Quick. +1 hot armor. That's pretty good. Or at least it was in West of Loathing. You go up there if it weren't for your hay fever and you're falling out of Loft's fever. Accept your reward. Victory sweet. It's probably the lead that makes it sweet. You got a full gas can. Tell him that I had to beat up your scarecrow, sorry. Well, I was leaving it behind anyhow, but why are you going to do a thing like that? You shot at me with a gun! Oh yeah, that's perfectly reasonable then. Is there any way I can... I assume I need... No. Alright. Bye, Elias. Turtle! Turtle's stuck in his bath. Why aren't you helping it? I am helping it. Bye, buddy. Enjoy Blue Cola, an old billboard from before. Oh, God. Looks like they drove this boxcar up here and then took the track away. Boy must have hated this boxcar. Ooh. Cool. 133% full of gas cannon. Okay, some lifts have scrolled to the wall of the boxcar. Ooh. Hey, there's something in this open fire. Reach and grab it. Nothing indicating use of explosives, you know. I got a crowbar. Yeah, it's a muscle plus 1 physical. But we're trying things over, like the door to a saloon for ravens, or a crate in a tiny tavern for magpies, or a boarded up window with speakeasy for jackdaws. You get it. Open fire in the closed space, classic. Oh, she guys, what exactly that was happening. Cheerful tooting-looking hobo toots idly on a harmonica. I can't speak. Hi there, I'm Skylar Hellhunt. Well, howdy there, neighbor. I'm Howie. Nice to meet you. I'm not actually from around here, though. Well, the way I see it, the whole country is my home, so everyone's my neighbor. Oh, that's nice. Either that or they're all trespassers, so you better get off my property. Haha, I'm just Josh and friends. Care from the jerky? What kind? Clam! It's a local dangles, you see. Huh. Sure, I'll have some jerky. Got an item, clam jerky. There you go, can't abide by the stuff myself. It's like eating a dried slug, but saltier. Come to think of it, that's exactly what it is. Really is selling me on this local delicacy. If you ask me, the locals are a bit weird. Okay. Where are you from? Originally, I'm from Hawaii, but I got bored of gorgeous tropical beaches and decided to hit the rail. Rolled the rails from Hawaii? Yep, real challenging trip for a first-time hobo, but I made it through alright. Never think of going back. They only got one track there. It was a one-way trip. I might head back for a visit once they built the second one, though. Huh. Do you live here? No, not permanent. Lack that I've been camped out here for a few days. All alone? Well, it used to be a bit livelier, but the bosses just sent a railroad bull to run everybody off. Railroad bull? You mean the cop? Yeah, you could say that. I think he's still prowling around our back if you care to test your metal. I don't advise it, though. Is he packing heat? No, he's unarmed, but one of your arms might make a pretty good club once he gets it off you. Huh. Ain't playing for the future. Well, word on the wall is that there's a camp forming in Ocean City. I figure I'll mosey on over there once the spring lets up. Word on the wall, I never heard that phrase. It's like in grapevine. Similar. I see. Well, I can't go fight the thing. Topeka! Learned a lot of nice things about Topeka, but not 1,200 miles worth of nice things. I think that's where, West of Loathing took place in, like, the past of... Because I'm assuming this is probably the past, like, the future of Loathing, West of Loathing. Weird plaque where Lydia was standing. Read it. Historic site of this exact same spot on the 13th of October 1908, the state's first mass production automobile, Ford Model T, purchased by Hiram Crollins, accidentally struck and killed the state's first hitchhiker, Lydia Barnsley. So apparently that woman you talked to a few minutes ago has been dead for exactly 20 years. Good! Swell! Everything about this is great, and you aren't regretting this trip before you've even arrived. Go about your normal, non-haunted day. Great! What a terrifying flag. Oh, gosh. Ooh, the pump is full of water, so I have gas. Can I fish in it? I love this fishing rod. This is the greatest item ever. You should have known there weren't any fish in there. You can see the entire thing from here. Oh, this turtle seems to be heading to Ocean City too. At this rate, it might beat you there. Take it with you. Well, the only logical name for this is, Birkins. Perkinson's. The turtle. What? This buck lacks the comfort that makes up for an unreliability. You wouldn't make a dog walk 6 miles in this rain, no matter how bad it wanted to. Bus driver, talk to me. Hey there, friend. Haven't any luck with the gas? Show the driver your gas can once his gas can. Huh. Well, this can doesn't usually hold that much gas. Not sure how you did that. Well, whatever. Ready to hit the road? Yeah, let's get out of here. Takes the can and empties it into the bus tank. And with that, we're on our way. All aboard. Go back on the bus. Climb back on the bus and return to your seat. And soon you're dozing off to the sound of rain splattering on the window beside you. Unfortunately, it's barely an approximation to the sleep. The sort of sleep you slip into so gradually that you wouldn't even know you're asleep until something wakes you up. Plunkett Street! And you realize your meandering thoughts of the past few minutes have been utterly strange, shadowy tendrils of whispering ideas. Hey kid, this is your stop, right? That are now totally forgotten. What? All ashore is what's going ashore. Thanks for traveling with Will's bus go. Disembark. Bye, Wills. Oh. Going seems inaccurate. Yeah. Probably nothing you wanted in here anyway. Hi, buddy. Togo seems wholly unperturbed by the rain. Talk to him. Hi, nice weather we're having. He smiles and looks up and lets the rain splash on his face. Hey, sister just proud, I guess. As a wise man once said, the rain falls on a poor man and a rich man alike. Is that foreign fellas or we're inventor? My name's Gus, by the way. I'm Skyla Hellhunt. Pleasure to meet you, Skyla Hellhunt. Say, you wouldn't have a couple of meat to spare, would you? Sure. Flip Gus some meat while he beams. Thank you very much, Skyla Hellhunt. Old Gus won't forget your kindness, you bet. Take her easy, Gus. I love that meat is the currency. Cola Wars surplus. The army surplus store is closed for the night. Murray's Antiques. The bell over the door jangles as you walk into Murray's Antiques. The young woman at the counter looks up as you enter. Oh, hi! You must be Skyla Hellhunt. We don't usually get as many customers at this time of night. Or at all, really. That's me. Were you expecting me? Yeah, Murray didn't say much about you, but he gave me that letter to mail. Name's Jessica. Oh, jeez, you're soaking wet. Come on in and I'll get you a towel. You walk over to the counter, trying not to trip on any vintage bric-a-brac, as Jessica grabs the threadbare bath towel from a shelf and pulls the tag off before tossing it to you. Oh. Thanks. Is Uncle Murray here? His letter wasn't very specific. He isn't. You said that in a kind of ominous way. Where is he? Jessica sighs. I wish I knew. He had a line on another artifact and said it was going to be a tough one. I told him he should get some backup, but he wasn't willing to wait. He just wrote that letter and told me to mail it if he doesn't come back. Is there something I'm missing here? This is an antique shop, remember? An antique shop, right? You make trying to talk Great Aunt Ruthie into selling her mother's Chesterfield sound like a deadly spy mission. Yeah, this is gonna take some explaining. Well, I'm definitely intrigued now. Explain away. We don't have a lot of time just now, but follow me and I'll give you a quick sketch. Okay. Jessica leads you to a back room furnished with some desks and some strange-looking machinery. Welcome to our back office, the hub of our little operation. I'm guessing by operation you're talking about something other than antiques? Well, yes and no. See, a few years ago, Murray found out that there's a bunch of antiques circulating that are, well, hinky would be a real understatement. Hinky? Murray called them tainted, dark magic, real bad mojo. You know, cursed. Yeah, I know about that sort of thing. It's no joke. That's what our real job is here. The antique store is just, well, not exactly a front. We find a lot of regular antiques too, and selling them keeps us in scratch. We're trying to hunt down all these evil doodads and neutralize them so nobody gets hurt. And Uncle Murray went out to get one and never came back. That's the long and short of it. Yep. What do you say? Are you in? Well, absolutely. Well, yeah, I can't leave him in the lurch like this. Great. You hear the shop door open, and after a moment later, a goblin pokes her head into the office. Hello? Oh, hey, that's sweet timing. Hey, Gabby, Murray's sister's kid showed up. Come meet her. Yeah. It's interesting that you can have pronouns. Like, it bases your initial thing off your hair, but you at this point you have pronouns. Hi, Gabby. Pleased to meet you. Hi, hello. The pleasure is all Gabby's. Gabby, would you be a dear and carry her luggage to Murray's room and grab some blankets and stuff out of the cupboard? She can sleep in there until we find Murray. You've gotten it. Gabby picks up your suitcase and carries it through the door in the back of the room. Great, I could really use some sleep. Murray's antique store. Desk is a mess. Ask Jess about it. What? Whose desk is this? Murray's. I keep nagging him to straighten up before someone bumps into it, and we have to call the National Guard to dig them out of the avalanche. With curse-proof shovels and a squad of exorcists handy. Anyway, best not to mess with it. Well, won't. You're not sure what this clock is telling, but you're sure it isn't time. You need to call right now. Oh, there's nobody at this desk. Whose desk is this? Charles Wallace, our handyman. He's fixing a leak up on the roof now. He'll be back later tonight. I see. You don't have time to play games right now. You can't even hazard a guess as to what the contraption does. It's White Cat. Yeah. What's the cat name? Calliope. Murray got her a couple years ago. Search behind the cat's ears. Giving Calliope a good scratching, but she doesn't react at all. Why does Calliope like me? Yeah, she'll warm up eventually. Try giving her some sardines. She loves those. Do you have any sardines? Now we're all out. You can get some more tomorrow. They have them at the Cola Wars surplus store next door. Alright. Modern radio stands here in defiance of the concept of antiques. Wondering where this door leads. Find out. And there's just a brick wall behind it. Apparently it goes nowhere. Great. It's your new bedroom, apparently. You can hear Gabby bustling around in there, making it a bed. I wanted to actually check what Turt does. Turt Birkinson's the turtle. He's trying to combat heals by his mysticality. So by 1 at the moment. Yeah. I'm gonna equip Turt Birkinson's. Hang on a sec, you can't go to sleep yet. Pretty sure I can, but I can do it right here while I'm still... well, hey, it's spring on. There's something we need you to do before the night's over. Oh, swell, what is it? You know those cursed artifacts I was talking about? Since the info on them is so sketchy, we've working on a machine that can detect them with radio waves. Call it the Detectron 1000. We just gotten it up and running since Murray left. And it turned out there's a tainted thing practically right on our doorstep. That doesn't sound good. Yeah, it's not great. I was gonna have Gabby go get it. That's why she came over tonight. But since you turned up, I guess there's no time like the present. Probably not exaggerating when I said there's literally no time for the present. What? As in, there might not be a future. You won't have far to go. It's just down the other end of the block, if the readings are right. There's a newspaper office that got shut down earlier this year. It should be in there. Well, Gabby will go with you. She's good in a fight. A fight? Heck yeah. Well, yeah, well, hopefully it won't come to that, but you never know. Hey, Gabby! Gabby reappears with an expectant grin. Go off to the newspaper office with Skyla Hellhunt and help her get that hat, okay? Okay, Gabby is ready for an action. Let's mosey. Gabby has joined you as a companion. Make an excited sigh. Alright, fine. You said it's a hat, a cursed hat? According to the readout, yeah, a man's fedora, probably. Now I'm supposed to do what exactly? Just break it and take it? Well, not break exactly. I managed to finagle a spare key out of the guy at the realtor's office. Pretty sure that still counts as breaking and entry. Well, you'll be in back here and in bed before you know it. You got a newspaper office key. Let's do this. Hi, Gabby. Gap with Gabby. Everything good, Gabby? All as keen as peach. Alright. Let's go. I want to do this, and I think that'll be it. Given the current conditions, dark and stormy, you probably shouldn't wander any alleys. Yeah. So near. Really well. It's done. Cerberus. It's late. The bank is closed. Alright, let's go. Handwritten note on the desk. Note says Robson, first Hindland, then Carver, who's next? So, he's going to karate chop his desk in half. It's karate. Tucker, I got you that bottle you wanted. It's stuck in under the water cooler where Bergies can't find it and ran us out to the pro. He's under the water cooler, eh? Sure, he's still there, but it couldn't hurt to check. The government has once again slashed funding to the city services. Pink slip. Curtis, I've told you once, I've told you 100 times, not enough people buy the paper anymore to keep the lights on in this joint. Electricity is expensive because it's a very recent innovation. As such, fully half of your salary is being paid by government subsidies. This is to say that the hand that feeds you is the hand you keep biting. We go way back, buddy, but you've given me no choice. Clean out your desk and trim. Ooh. Look, pour a little cup of coffee. Some nasty old coffee. Great. It's one of those new arcane press news feeds. High tech. Gaze into it. It says removes teeth to improve boxing skill. Claimed to watch Tavern as a sovereign city state. Babe Ruth gets haircut. Barbara said, "Do you think he could have left a better tip?" Cool. Anything interesting? I think Bergie's is onto us. We've gotten careless. In fact, maybe I shouldn't be typing this out of the letter instead of just talking to you in person. Why am I doing this under the water cooler this afternoon? Ah, crap, here comes Bergie's with pink slip. Doesn't say who it's from. The writer must have gotten fired before they could type their name. Also, under the water cooler? What's that about? Hinden, I'm not paying you to publish this cockamamie and conspiracy theories. In fact, I'm not paying you at all anymore. Clean out your desk and hit the road. You like the word cockamamie that I use up there? It's a slang term I coined. It means ridiculous and implausible. I think it's really going to catch on. Ooh, cufflinks. Put that one. I can't believe I had to tell you this, but it's against company policy for an employee to steal the printing press. You're fired. You are so fired. I need a new phrase to describe it. I'm giving you the axe, and if I see your face in here again, I will give you the axe and set you on fire. How did you even lift it? You must have had, what, 5 accomplices? Unbelievable. Make a mental note never to pick a fight with this carver person. Ooh. A pneumatic tube system operation manual. Awesome. I don't know what. I'm not looking for any. What date would you like to look at? October 14th, 1908. Find something interesting. Tragic accident certain to have no consequences. Tragedy occurred yesterday evening when Hiram O. Krellins, one of the first mass-produced commercial automobile registered in the state, accidentally struck and killed the state's first hitchhiker, i.e. a person standing on the side of the road attempting to solicit transportation for passing motorists. Fortunately for Mr. Krellins, the notion that vengeful spirits of the dead might haunt the places of their demises in murderous phantasmagoric rage has been rejected by modern sciences. Rather unlikely, wouldn't you say? Unlikely, sure. Ugh, some nasty old leftovers. Big heavy water cooler and it's got something high. Move it. Hey look, a trapdoor. Oh my gosh, it did get chopped in half. Let's fish inside the water cooler. Got a handful of clean water. They really should provide cups for this. Trapdoor, go through it. Ah, I see. Calendar from 11 years ago. Take a closer look. Huge black skull. On July 22nd, 1917. Underground press, literally, there's still a newspaper left in it. Underground newspaper. It's printed in the secret underground newspaper office. Read. It's more of a manifesto, specifically calling the government's suppression of the local newspaper and the importance of a free press. There's also an amusing but puzzling cartoon about a dog arresting a mouse for throwing a brick at a cat's head, which the cat didn't seem to mind. Interesting. Gab with Gabby. How you holding it, Gabby? Sounds like a cat meowing. Chew the fat. Get mixed up with Murray in the whole antique store deal, Gabby. Oh, it coincided. Gabby was looking at gold clothes and heard Murray and Jessica talking about a mysterious thing to get. And it had an adventure smell. Then Murray said, we're going to need some muscle for this. And Gabby says, Gabby has several muscles, strong ones. And that was what it was. Gabby has been helping ever since. Great. Good to know, Gabby. Control panel for some pneumatic tube system. Check it out. Consult the manual. Push the power on button like green button, pump engage. If the red light is on, set it to A, blue E, green D. Turn the knob. C? Oh, C worked. Cool. Well, someone's gonna get some very strange mail. And how? What were those things anyway? And what were they doing down here? Were they trying to start an underwater newspaper? That wouldn't work. The ink would smear. You gain 5 XP. A very old manhole cover. An ominous, vaguely person-shaped stain on the ground. This must be the hat Jessica wanted you to recover. Take it. Terribly cursed fedora. Nothing good could come of this. It doesn't look cursed, but it is a palpable odor of menace. I'm not gonna put on the cursed word. Wait, July 2nd. July 2nd, 1917. Something interesting. The top story from that date is the Ocean City comptroller's passing of an overly complicated sidewalk right-of-way policy that outlawed street-side newspaper vending machines and limited the maximum allowed width of newsstands to 4 feet. The story continues to say that watchful eye management raises concerns about loss of revenue, and the comptroller made a vague promise to divert city funds to make up for any future shortfall. Looks like it worked out great for everybody. He'll be needing the operation manual. After all, return it to the desk you grabbed it from. Alright, Gab. No, the door says please. Dig through the trash can. I got some cheap cologne. It's a potion. Increases your stench armor by 1. Great. Ooh. Must be Charles Wallace. Speak to him. Must be Charles Wallace, Skyla Hellhunt. That I am. Pleased to meet you, Skyla Hellhunt. What do you do around here? Oh, your general handman sort of stuff. I keep the lights on and the water running. Built the old detectron and the uncursing machine, too. That's some real high-tech wizardry. That's nothing, really. Alright, see you around, Charles. Jessica. Did you find the hat? I found a hat. Guess it's the one you meant. It doesn't look unusual, although... Yeah? Well, it does creep me out a bit. I can't really put my finger on why. I know what you mean. Feels kind of like you have a headache, except you don't actually. More like a feeling of dread, like something terrible is about to happen, but I don't know what it is yet. Yeah, that's definitely not related to the fact that I need you to go take the hat and go sit on the machine over there. Why? That's our uncursing machine. Gotta get the curse off the hat, right? Oh, okay, that makes sense, but, what? Can't we just put the hat in the machine? Why do I need to be involved? Because the machine needs a mind to guide the uncursing process. Together, you lift the curse from the hat and transform it into a sort of allegorical dreamscape that the machine can transfix. What? Sorry, I know it's a lot. Let me rephrase it. The uncursing machine uses your subconscious mind to drive a wedge between an item and its curse. The item is cleansed relatively easily, but that doesn't negate the curse fully. Once separated from the item, the machine stores the curse and allows you to physically project into it to try and resolve the metaphorical scenario at the core of its existence. That's where things can get a little weird. Yeah, I know it sounds crackers, but you just have to give it a try to understand. Right! Let's go. The uncursing machine, sit in it. What would you like to uncurse today? The terrible fedora. No sooner have you sat down in the machine with a hiss, positivity whiffs the fedora straight into the dome. The hat rattles around in there angrily like a snake in the cement mixer, and after a good loud minute, flops limp and wet into your lap. Whatever ominous energy once possessed the terribly cursed hat is gone, and now simply a terrible hat. You got an item, uncursed fedora, but the curse itself still lives, transfixed in the green light construct within the machine. How do I get rid of the curse? See, curses are like energy, Skyla. They can't be created or destroyed, only changed. Can't remember who said that. Isaac Newton? Newman, yeah. That machine knows how to take your curse from one object and put it on itself, but as for how you change a curse, well, I don't know. That's some higher consciousness spiritualistic stuff. Don't know much about that. I'm more of a Newman sort of guy. Fedora's curse bounces around in the innards of the machine. Alright, sounds safe, let's do it. Ooh. Fedoral Reserve. God makes. I heard thy death call. Rest now, I find thy murderer. Tree fallen before its time, a ground stained with sin, yes. Et in Arcadia, ego, even in Arcadia there is death, yes. Even in paradise there is a killer. Thou know who I am and why I am here. I, Cutter, is this band of murderer. What knowest thou of the murder? That I did not do the murder, that is all. What more have thee for me? Only this, I am one of 3 brothers, one of us always telling the truth, one of us always lies, and the third of us doth not speak it at all, but talks. If I find thee a liar, there is nothing I can do to save thee. Ay, Cutter, thou art a servant of the wood, blessed are her branches, blessed be. Big power in the wood today, Cutter. Aye, a tree has fallen in the wood, it has made a sin. But not me a sinner that, I assure thee. Thou claimest to be without sin. None of us is without sins, but mine do not run to murder. Then whose look for my brother? Thy brother speakins of 3 brothers, one who always lies, one who always telleth the truth, and one who does not speak it at all, but honk. What speaking thee of this? This is fairy talk. No thing has honked in this land that the mother duck laid the big egg. No honked since then, no sir. So we got 3 hat, 2 hat, and another 3. Something is rotten in the wood, Cutter. Hi, a murder. With the perversions at its source, speak to me of the perversions. I have no thing to say, for I do not tarry with them. What thou telling me? I am troubled by the murder, but of it I know nothing. Ordinarily, my forgetfulness make no room for liars. Though thou will do what thou must, Cutter, I have no doubt. Thy brother speaking of 3 brothers, one who is always lies, one who tells the truth, and one who does not speak in at all, but honks. What speaking of thee? I do not honkin, sire, I swear upon it. Never hast thou honkin. Never, never, 'tis seen in my eyes. Long may thy grow. It's gotta be the first one then, because he's lying. Which of thee has done the murder to thee, speaking to the first tree? I did not do the murder, I'll say. Thou lying about honkin and tree, what say thy brother honkin not? Thou wouldst lie in the Cutter of the woods, that thou wouldst do murder in the woods. Aye, thou hast the right of it. I sought only to distract in thee while I make it my escape. Goodbye, Cutter. Do not run from me, tree. Thou do not run, nay, I grow, and in 100 years I will have grown so tall and strong, thine axe will never fall into me. But I will not wait 100 years. Die, murderer. But this is not fair. I don't know what I just did. Big rot in the wood today, Cutter. And wait, what? No, that's not you. You don't talk like that. Dark thoughts of trees, axes, and bloody sap clings to your skin. You shake them off like dreadful cobwebs. You're not sure what just happened, but as you turn over the formidably, terribly cursed fedora in your hands, you feel confident that the curse, which plays the start Archie little felt thing, is finally gone for good. You put the hat back on, it nearly sparkles now. Upgrade! Now all you've got to do is reckon with it whether you're the kind of gal who goes around wearing a fedora. It'll do. Nice hat. Uncursed fedora. +1 mysticality, plus 5 max HP. This hat is clean both spiritually and laundrily. Jessica, How'd it go? Worked, I guess? Great, what was it like? Had some kind of crazy dream. There was a woodcutter. That was me, I guess. And all these talking trees. One of them had sinned. You know what? Never mind. Some kind of crazy dream is plenty for me. Alright, good. Let's go to bed. Shelf of knickknacks and torch. No, two those. Take a look. There's an old rag doll on the top shelf. Must have been left by the previous tenant. Walked away from the shelf. Finally, time to get unpacked and get some sleep. Open the trunk. Oh, what the heck? Stamp out the flames, but it's a total loss. Everything you own has been reduced to ash. Everything? Everything except, bizarrely, the stamp from Marie's letter. It's a quest item. Wrote you only picture. Weirdly, it isn't even charmed. Orphan said. Ooh. Huh? 18th of April, 1906. So tired you can't even work the doorknob. Lots of empty space in here. You should try to acquire a bunch of random crap to clutter it up with. Television set. You've heard of these. Turn it on. Unfortunately, no shows have been invented yet. Go to sleep. Considering, Jacob Marley? Poster of my favorite literary ghost. Lots of people in this hallway, it seems, talk to one of them. Hello, hello, how's it going? Do you remember which locker is mine? I can't remember which locker is mine. Sorry, I don't know. It's alright, I'll figure it out eventually. Nice faces you got there. You know which locker is mine? I can't remember. Investigate the 6 lockers. First one. Colony of ants. Second one. Peanut butter. Third one. Shrine to Babe Ruth. Fourth one. Empty. Fifth one. Cookbooks. They're all in French. Sixth one. In vast, uncaring emptiness of space, you slammed it shut quickly so as to not suffocate. Seventh one. There isn't a seventh one. I checked the 7th one. There's only 6 lockers. 7th locker. Check it now. Okay, geez, you look at the 7th lockers filled with old school papers. Look at the papers. They've all got your name on them. They're your papers. Read one. How I Spent My Summer by Skyla Hellhunt Heavenson, age 6. This summer I visited my Uncle Murray. Uncle Murray is funny. He knows magic. I had a fun time with Uncle Murray. The end. Look under the papers. An overdue library book. The only way you had to interact with your inventory during a dream is if you had convinced Freddy to hold it for you at the exact moment you went to sleep. I did that though. No, you didn't. I did. I asked Freddy to hold all my stuff and he said yes. You don't even know, Freddy. Fine, you caught me. Dang. How's it going? I know which one is yours. 6th one. Okay, so Founder Brandworth Gorvunculus III. The lady looks friendly. Talk to her. Hello there, you must be out here in Havenson. Skyla Halehunt Havenson. Yes. I know I am, but who are you? I'm your academic advisor. It's time for you to choose your class, but I dropped out. In real life, certainly you must, however, choose a class. Oh, I get it. This is where I pick a character class. Now then, it looks like there are 3 classes for you to choose from. Advanced Kicking and Throwing for Pig Skinners. Overview of Courage Conjuring. This is Cheese Wizards. Finally, Weird Time Signatures. Jazz Agents. I'm gonna do Jazz Agents because it sounds like they've added new stuff to like Moxie, which I'm a sucker for guns in these, so interested in being a jazz agent. Master of the syncopication and improvisation. Jazz agents use their rhythm and moxie to move through the world in style. In combat, they attack with subtlety, weakening their enemies and stacking the odds in their favor one at a time. Over time. That sounds like what I want. Alright, you're a jazz agent. Napes Heavenson, Skyla Hellhunt Heavenson. Now then, it's just a minor matter of your minor. It looks like you've already completed, but it doesn't say what you studied. Cryptobotany, Applied Insectology, the Psychology of Rocks. Ah, it's like psychogeologist, so you know about rocks and gems and their hopes and dreams. Yes, absolutely. Psychogeologist, you know how to break open rocks and steal their secrets. Gather crafting ingredients from rocks. That sounds useful. Well, with that, I believe we're done. Feel free to wake up and go about your day. How about we go about doing that? Once to the right side of the screen and make the right side of the stream, just go through the door. Great. Ah, the abyss. You could gaze into it for days. Go through it. Ooh. Love how I still have, like... Alright. You wake feeling surprisingly refreshed. Yesterday's adventure leaving you none the worse for wear, so your effects reset every day. And now we have so much stuff. And the truth for fun and profit doesn't count for lying if you do it for a really good reason. Oh, there's a lot of cool sounding skills. Bamboozle does sound fun. But good eyesight does sound really important. Perks. Psychogeologist, great. Don't worry, we'll find you soon enough. Great. Overdue library book. You checked this book out 13 years ago. Why do I still have this? You didn't feel like reading it when you were in grade school and you don't feel like reading it now. Okay, fine. Alright! That, everyone, is Shadows Over Loathing. I hope you all enjoyed. I am having a lot of fun with this. And I will continue this next time as we venture forth into the mysteries of what happened to Uncle Murray and what it is that haunts us. So, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.